What's up? We're back with another video. As you can see, I'm standing in this video. The chair is wet and, wanted to make a video out here, so might as well stand. I'm not gonna get another chair or anything. This is good. I think it's gonna be a soft-spoken video as well. Me controlling my voice rather than just talking really loud and going all out. So it'll still be a little relaxing. But before we get started, there's two things I gotta point out. First is, as you can see, I got my hair cut. Just buzzed it again. Looks nice, looks sexy. Feel good with it. Doesn't really matter at the end of the day, it's just hair. But the second thing is, this day is going pretty well so far. It's nice and calm out here. It's a little bit warm, but the breeze is stronger than the other day when I recorded. It's more of a medium breeze rather than a low breeze, but you can hear all the leaves and stuff going. But I think I wanted to get into the detail and topic of self-sabotage, that energy, having to let go of it, and how to let go of self-sabotaging energy. But for you to, I just saw 222 on the timer, for you to do this and listen, you have to actually listen. Like, what I mean by listen is, when it comes to my content, if you want to use it to your advantage, you have to listen. You actually have to take action towards it. You can't just listen to it and feel as if it's all just going to work for you, because you have to do some of the internal work yourself. You have to actually practice self-love by practicing better habits and actually putting forth the effort into alchemizing your energy to be better, per se. That better version of yourself that you always have been, but you need to get back to. You need to remember. That's like the whole point of this human experience, is to remember who you are and get to your best self. So self-sabotaging energy. What I mean by that is, it could be some thought pattern, maybe some habit that is detrimental to your health, and to your relationships, and to your environment, to your life overall. It could be drugs, it could be letting people be accountable for your life, like making decisions for your life, being a over people pleaser, stuff like that. Most of the time, self-sabotaging behavior and energy comes from the negative qualities, or the perceived bad qualities of ourself. You're just unconscious of it, and you need to start being conscious of the habits and energy of self-sabotaging within you, so you can get to the root cause of what habit that is, what pattern that is, what you're doing, and all that. You got to be aware of what you're doing. You can't just walk around life not being self-aware of your emotions, your habits. I just saw 444 on the timer. The relationships you're with, the energy around you, the environment you place yourself in, what you do to your body, what you put in your body, all that. anytime that there is energy, self-sabotaging energy, or energy, I want to make this a wider area, energy that can be detrimental to your growth, to your evolution, to your self-love, anything that's negatively impacting your positive life. I'm going to start getting rid of the positive and negative life, because that's how I'm trying to get people to understand what I'm talking about. But the positive and negative and the bad and good, that's duality consciousness that needs to be let go of. It's not, it just confuses a lot of the energy that I'm trying to describe and put into words, if that makes sense. Energy that affects your life in a way that could be better. That's good. That's a good way to describe it. That's what we are here to do. This is what this channel is for. This is what I'm talking about. This energy that I'm speaking about. The best thing to do is to practice stillness, meditate. And meditation is not clearing your mind, because you can't clear your mind. The mind is always going to keep going. That's just what it is. It's an organism that operates on its own terms, known conditions. It is a being itself. We are the soul. We are the awareness of the mind and the human that we operate. But that doesn't mean we are that human, that mind, that we are choosing decisions within, if that makes sense. But I hope that kind of ups your perspective, as in we are the soul, we are the awareness, we are the stillness. So then you can sort of sit back from who you thought you were and be aware of everything that you thought you were, as in the mind, this human body. Okay? As a soul, as stillness, as nothingness, okay? You are attached to nothing, and you are bound to nothing. You are one with everything. You can move freely, energetically, anywhere, anytime. With your mind's eye, with focus, with meditation, with visualization, anything like that. But you're also not attached to anything as a soul. So we need to learn to detach from everything, that energy that is causing our timeline and energy to be weakened and or changed because of that energy that we're given into. And what I mean by that energy that we're given into is the energy that we are giving into and feeding, that is not for our best selves, if that makes sense. The way to get to that lighter, less dense energy that is your best self, you have to allow the awareness to step back. You need to step back from everything. Observe, be aware, get to the root cause of everything. Especially the energy that's not serving you the most. Because a lot of the energy within us, it's becoming old, so then you have to let go of it. And what I mean by let go of it is you don't focus on it, you don't give it into the energy, you're just aware of it. until it gets to the point where your mind and soul both let go of that energy because there is no focus. I just saw 10:10 on the timer. So there is no more focus or energy directed towards that pattern or energy, to the point where when you don't focus on something, when you don't put energy onto it, when you don't give it attention, it leaves because it's not being focused on anymore. It's being let go of. It just moves on. That's how the energy works. That's how energy does work, spiritually, physically. If you put focus towards yourself, and what I mean by yourself is your best self, and let go of focusing on everything and anything within you, and you let go of trying to stop or fight the energies within you, that's when everything becomes more peaceful, because you're doing less and you're being more, if that makes sense. When you do, I'm talking about doing energy is thinking, it's fighting within, as in internal conflict, it's choosing the more dense route of our soul, or for your soul, when rather you can be in the being, flowing energy, and allow everything, as in thoughts, emotions, and all, to flow within you without you judging it or putting any energy or focus or attention onto it. We are all still moving on from this self-sabotaging energy, and the energy that I can best describe to put on this is we're all changing all the time, no matter where, no matter when, no matter who. We are all connected to the same energy, and all the energies play out. The energy plays out within everyone the same way. It's just in a different circumstance physically for that person, for their life. It's specific to everyone's life. It's still the same energy, but it's specific to everyone's life, how the energy is manifested in their life physically. So we're all connected in a way. We're all getting through it. The change is good, though. The change is positive. It's what's best for us as a collective. I just saw 13:13 on the timer. And we're letting go of the egoic and human ways and dense ways of living, and we're moving on towards the lighter, soulful, more loving and light way of living and being. It will take time, because change cannot be done overnight. It takes time to process everything. It will also take some emotions and energy within you to process, but you will feel the change when it's there, when you let go of all those habits and ways. And you might be doing this unconsciously, but if you want to be conscious of the changes, meditation, breath work, journaling, anything that allows you to be more aware of yourself, as in your thoughts, your emotions, and even the subconscious of yourself, will help you maintain that awareness in your life, and it will also keep that spiritual discipline within your life. Sometimes the only thing a person needs in their life to become the best version of themselves, because they can actually be more aware of everything and anything within them, is a spiritual routine. Most of the time, all we need is a spiritual routine to be disciplined and have structure and cause that awareness to be more powerful than what it was before. Because when you meditate and when you focus on your spiritual side, you become a lot more conscious than how you were previously. And consciousness is everything. And there is consciousness levels. But you determine that for yourself, because you decide what happens. You decide what energy is to be played out, what energy you feed, and all that. Whether consciously or subconsciously. But it's up to you at the end of the day. I want you to choose what's best for you. I just saw 1616 on the timer. Because I love you. No matter who you are, no matter what you are, where you are. I love you. I want what's best for you. And a lot of the stuff that I say can trigger some people, but I'm here to trigger people. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to give the love, light, the love and light that is needed to be given, even if people don't want it to be given to them. Because that's what's best for them. And what's best for them is what's best for me. And what's best for me is what's best for everyone. Because when I'm doing this, I'm not doing it because of me. I'm doing it because of we. We have to work together on the change and processing these energies together. If not, then we won't get anywhere. We have to come together as a collective and get in touch with our spiritual side again, because we've lost our ways and lost our touch with it. We live physically. That's how most people live now, physically. They forget about the whole other part of life, which is spiritually. And that's the most important part of our life, is spiritual. But it's not anyone's fault. We just lost our way. But we're getting back to where we need to be. Anyways, that's the video. Meditate. You gotta let go. You gotta let go of that focus and direction of energy towards anything that could be feeding denser energy and denser ways of living and denser ways of being in your life. Just be more aware. Put forth more self-love and time for yourself so you can practice more of that awareness within yourself. Anyways, I love you. Stay present. Stay safe. Last thing I want to say is choose what's best for you, even if you don't want to. Most of the time when we're trying to get out of our comfort zone, that comfort zone is part of ego. It wants you to stay there because it's comfortable. But in order for you to grow and always evolve and get out of that comfort zone, you have to get out of it. That's the first step. You have to get out of it, not stay in it. So take the first step by walking away from that comfort zone. Start being okay with being comfortable in the unknown and be comfortable being scared, whether that be something small or something big. Obviously, if you're fearing for your life, that's a different story, but I'm talking about fears of anything. That could be within relationships, a job, the future, whatever it may be, anything. You just got to be more aware of yourself. You got the answers within you. I'm just here trying to help you help yourself. Help you get back on the journey and get in touch with your spiritual side, rather than just the physical mind-oriented side. Anyways, I love you. Stay present, stay safe. Peace.